Crikey, I think we ought to go on a venture. What do you think, friends? You never know what you're gonna find in these parts. Crikey, not a bad find off the bat. Couple carbs in the natural habitat. Oh, crikey, one's been gutted. Oh my. What else can we find in this crazy world of Avengers? What is that? Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. You must be very careful. It's been said to be very powerful. Let's see what we got. It's an Avenger 85 from China. Alrighty guys. That's enough dorking around. Hopefully you enjoy the intro. Trying a little bit something a little bit different, a little bit fun. Well, I don't know if you guys kind of noticed. I did ask about this in good old Jerry's chat. And here it is. It's here. Came the other day. Super excited. The Avenger 85. What does this mean, guys? This means I'm going to unbox the Avenger 85 on YouTube. And it's going to be awesome. And I cannot wait. Woohoo! Alrighty, guys. Let's get crack-a-lackin'. Real quick, guys, before we do crack the official seal, I bought this off of Facebook from Kent Hinson. I was following these guys for quite a while when they first came out with this idea, I think, and I probably missed it way before they. I'm sure they've been thinking about it and doing it for a while. So I've been following them for a while, and it kind of came to they're coming, and then you see these guys riding these bikes and they're ripping, and I'm like, all right, well, I don't believe it until I see it, and then all of a sudden, man, they're like, hey, they're in, and I'm like, well, I still got my monthly cheddar. Let's go ahead and buy one of these. So that's where I got it from. Interesting enough, I am finding the Wildcat Avenger 85 popping up already on CaliforniaMotorbikes.com, I believe is what they're called. That's where I got my Wildcat, basically PK80, and I love that thing. It's repping. The kit, from what I'm seeing, looks exactly the same as this one from the picture. Maybe I'll try to slap one in from their website, and then we can kind of pull this one out and go from there. So anyways, guys, let's just go ahead and stay tuned, and let's unbox this bad boy. Alrighty, guys, here we go. I got to make this kind of quick. The issue that I'm having right now is my computer is completely out of memory, and so I got to figure out where I can have enough time to put all this stuff together and all that jazz so I can make a video for you guys, because I don't have enough memory on my computer. Long story short, memory is cheap right now, but it's still not enough for all the memory I need for all these videos, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the iCloud Drive, $10 a month for 2 terabytes. They don't give you a better deal. Anyways, back to this. Basic stuff. Clutch. Poopy clutch. That's okay. We don't care about that. You got your spark plug. Ooh, got a little puller tool. Good. Pipette little thing. Spark plug puller. Mounting kit. Pretty basic there. 4-bolt design. Very nice. Not the big bolts though. Still, take it. This is going to go to the interesting muffler exhaust that they have. Alright, yeah, this will be interesting. This is what I was kind of checking out, really. How good is it going to be? Man, I don't know. Basically, it's like the badass shark, right? Silencer mixed together to form your exhaust system, and oh, that's like metal. That's like beefy, dude. A little bit of rust on the inside, but not bad. I mean, like, whatever. That's nothing. But I think, yeah, that's all freaking scoop-a-doop. Ah, right there. There you go. And that goes out. That goes down. Bada bing, bada boom, how are the welds? This is not a bad little pipe, actually. Actually even has a little opening up right there, huh? Interesting. Making that seal will be interesting. That's really nice and open too, guys. That's nice. That is interesting. I don't know what to expect out of that, really. Rubber mounts. Rag joint. Not a bad looking rag joint either. Rubber looks pretty straight off the bat. Looks like we got CDI. Looking good, looking good. I'm not really sure what happened there. Whoa. Oh, if it scrapes off, then you got to send it. I think that's nothing, man. That's just a little goopy doo. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I didn't see that. It's fine. Chain. That's going to be a cheapo chaino. Maybe. Actually, looks like they might have stamped it a little bit. Still pretty bare bones. Alright, that thing. I'm not going to put too much of this away. Just going to shift it, like I said. I'm running out of space on the computer. I got to make this as efficient as possible. I think this is just our gas tank. Gas tank. With the lid. Yep. Typical. Looks good though, I mean, whatever. The way I've been going through gas tanks lately, man. I need to do that little hack where they put the little rubber washers on the bottom. You guys see that? It's a pretty nice little hack. Alright guys. The Avenger 85. What card did we get? We got the Bowfang card. Ooh. All this silly stuff. I don't think there's anything else different in there. All looks good. Yeah, you get the Bowfang. One day they're going to send us little jet kits and we'll be like, oh my goodness, you guys are amazing. I'll add it to the collection until I figure out jets. I got some sources now. I think I got some places to go more. Alrighty, guys. Oh. Hefty. That dent in the box too, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw that there was a dent in the box. It was on the other side, not on the motor side, so I'm really not worried about it. She's a hog, dude. Alrighty. First look, Avenger 85. Not too bad, guys. Look at that sucker. Holy Alrighty, stay tuned. We're gonna crack it open a little bit later and go through that. Let's go. Woohoo! Ready to rock and roll. Alrighty, everyone. Here we go. Let's go ahead and crack open the Avenger 85. Crack open like a melon. See, we've got 13 size head bolts. Before we take the head off, one thing too I wanted to talk about is that, look at that big old fatty exhaust, man. Holy cannoli, we're not screwing around with that. I mean, there's my finger. You can see. Darn. I like that. That's pretty cool. Sorry, guys. It's cold. It's cold in this garage right now. Oh. I'm not going to turn the heaters on. The little boy's down for a nap, so we're going to go ahead and just get going. There's the gasket, too, for that exhaust. That's a big old turd, huh? That's pretty cool. Looks pretty darn good, honestly. Pretty close. You might want to trim it up just slightly. but just a little bit, I'd say, if you needed to. Just a slightly right there at the bottom, maybe. And then matching up to the exhaust. Also pretty happy with that. I mean, if that's lining up with the bolts, right about yay-ish. Not shabby. Got a little bit, I mean, right there, but that's just still, that's open, man. That's open for stock. Just saying. Hope you guys can tell how giddy I am. I'm excited. This is going to be a fun toy. Oh, man. Sorry, not much to say right now. I'm just kind of still waking up. It's the weekend, so I'm pretty happy about that. Alrighty. What do we got? Right off the bat, looks like we got a very flat-looking piston. And let's go ahead and take a look at the head. Pretty good. Fairly stock-looking. Fairly small squish band. That might be beneficial for us. Sweet. Alrighty. Let's just go ahead and put that off to the side. Oh, that's nice. That feels like they actually made that fit onto there. I dig that. Nice and squished on there. Looks like we got a little bit of fine particles in there. Yeah, it's a little bit of aluminum. Not bad, though. We'll go ahead and clean everything out, guys. You know how we do it. Okay, everything's off. Let's go ahead and put this on the side. Okay, wow. So we do not have open transports, which from everything I've been doing research on, I've been watching a lot of chainsaw guys and a lot of their stuff, man. And yeah, it just seems like closed ports are the way to go. Really, overall, when you're really trying to get a performance kind of a cylinder, just because from my understanding, you can really, it comes really down to like the transfers, really, because when that piston is coming up or down, you're getting that seal, you're getting it sealed right there, okay? And what that does, it just helps basically the sucking and pulling of the engine itself. And you also, with the transfers, can get different angles with the ports, friends. And then you can shoot it either direction. Typically, what I've been learning is they shoot it towards the intake. And what happens is it sweeps back and pushes the exhaust out more or less, is what my understanding is, rather than just it coming out directly either straight or to the exhaust. Because if it went out the exhaust, from my understanding, you would start to lose all that new charge coming up the transfers. You lose all that new charge, and then by the time it came back around, you'd be pushing almost exhaust maybe out that way. So I think the thought process is, and where guys are getting at, is that you want to shoot that back towards the intake, keep it nice and clean, push the exhaust, boom, out this way. So this is going to be cool. Very interesting, guys. This is a very interesting cylinder. Very unique. Nothing I've ever seen. I really haven't looked into the Phantom 85's port layout, but yeah. I've been looking at chainsaw cylinders and stuff too, though, and those are on a whole different level of even coming out of the box mint, man. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna touch this anytime soon. We're gonna break it in and have fun with it and all that jazz. If we do any port work, it's definitely gonna be on probably the Wildcat 80. Really, is where I kind of like to start. So it looks like they got 2 base gaskets right off the bat. Just taking a look. We're just going to leave those on. I'm not going to screw with that. And we do have a chainsaw piston. Yeah, we'll definitely make sure we take it. I'm not going to take it all the way apart, but we'll take her apart a little bit and rinse it out with gas and all that stuff. I'm not really sure what else has been in there. And all that jazz. It looks really clean looking down, guys. It looks really clean down there. Yeah. Well, maybe as I get a little flake of metal off, but we'll clean it. We'll clean it. That's what you should do anyways, guys. Anyways. So anyways, they have a chainsaw piston. I also learned that these are also window pistons technically because they're shooting this way, but just a different kind of thought process. And we have one ring, which I think will be beneficial overall in two strokes. I just think you get less drag. You're getting less friction. So I think the thought process is, and I've been watching the Tin Man or Tim, the chainsaw guy. I'm going to throw him up because that guy, man, he's got a cutaway and he also does a port series on a chainsaw. And I think he might be the best person on YouTube that I've watched explain two-stroke fundamentals and also to just everything. Like he throws it on a wheel, he does his way and stuff like that, and I think I'm going to kind of go that route and stuff like that. And so it's just kind of ironic that I bought this and I didn't know that it was going to be somewhat of more of like a chainsaw piston. So cool, that's cool to me. Fun. Yeah, that sucker's flat compared to anything we've run in the other scene, China market. So this is gonna be fun. So anyways, what I'm trying to say is I think with one ring you create less friction, less drag overall, which then creates less heat, which is a good thing. We want less heat, especially in these air-cooled two strokes. Overall, guys, very happy. I'm not going to crack into this stuff right now, just because I don't know how much room I'm going to have on my computer. So we'll go ahead and end it here. If not, then we'll come back. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. We'll go ahead and take a better look at it a little bit later. Alrighty, everyone, we are back, and all I did was remove the piston from what you guys saw last. Just popped out one of the G-clips, put that to the side, don't lose it. Pop that bad boy out, blanking on the name real quick, and then we're able to get our piston out. I kept the other G-clip in for easy insertion for later. And what did I do? I went ahead and I took this guy, that bad Larry, basically here, and here, and I just used soap and water, rinsed it, washed it pretty good, didn't use like a sponge, didn't use anything, just my fingers, just kind of wiping back and forth, and boy, you would be amazed how much crap just came off of those. Not going to lie, pretty significant. Oh, it's going to be hard to tell maybe, but quite a bit, and that's not even what's in the bottom end. So just kind of a tip, go ahead, hot water, some soap, and just give it a good rinse. Blew it out with the air compressor afterwards just to get all the water out, and everything's looking really good. Super happy with it all, really overall. There are just a couple things that I'm curious about what you guys feel and think. I'm going to go ahead and pull up a chair. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and clean out the bottom end. And what I like to do is take some gas, swish it around in the bottom real quick, just get it nice and going kind of quick, keep the particles moving, then boom, dump it. Try to do that about 2 to 3 times. And I'm going to clean out the same bin that I used so that way we can maybe see how much material comes out of it. And guys, this is nothing about these manufacturers. This is a typical. So don't be surprised when you just do a quick little soap and water rinse, and that's how much stuff comes out of there. Especially with close transfers, I think there's just going to be more junk that can get stuck and will get stuck. In my opinion, okay? No means an expert, friends. Just trying to learn and have a good time. Plain and simple. And this should be pretty fun, right? Alrighty, guys. Well, let's go ahead and get you set up. And, oh, geez, as I hit my knee, and I'll show you the process.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Alrighty, everyone. Well, the D is done. We got some pretty good results. Pretty gross. You really start to look in there. Let's see if I can give you a little bit better representation. You can see all the shinies. All the shinies in the bottom. That's why I do it this way. I'm sure there might be better ways. I have used like carburetor cleaner in the past. I just find that like this just seems to get the best out of it. 2 rinses typically. Gas also still has some lubricating, what would you say? I don't know, effects to it. Properties is probably a better word. So that's gonna be the first process for me. I'm gonna go ahead and then put some more different gas in there. I'm gonna do this process again. Hey friends, we're back. It's your boy James, and we are going to keep at it. What are we doing? We are gonna go ahead and clean up the cylinder slightly. I'm talking super slightly stuff. Super small files with a little bit of sand paper, and we're just gonna do a little cleaning. When will Grindel's Garage finally start porting? Well, I'm hoping in the future that the Wildcat 80 will come off of the Banshee Queen and we will finally start to do some stuff. I've been doing crazy research on it, guys. Been really starting to understand these little guys just a little bit more. But until you do it, you don't know, you know? I could sit here and watch YouTube videos forever of people grinding on saw cylinders, motorized bicycle cylinders. But until you do it, you don't know, right? That's my school of thought, guys. Always been that way. Anyways, let's go ahead and crack into the cylinder. Like I said, I'm just gonna do some light stuff. So for you veterans out there, you don't have to stick around. But before we jump into that, what I really wanted to show you too was after cleaning out the bottom end, and you guys saw, I will say, this has probably been the more dirty engine I have gotten as far as crud and stuff in it. But we got it all cleaned out, in my opinion, fairly well. And I'll let you guys be the judge, but I think we sound pretty smooth. One thing I wanted to hopefully show you, you guys that do some crankshaft balancing. So what I'm seeing is I got basically 4, okay, let me back up. 2 holes on this side, 2 holes on this side, the crank going over this way on the rod arm there. And I got 2 holes on this side and 2 holes on this side. Question, is that a balanced crank? Let me know. Rod says YD 85cc, so kind of interesting. And I don't know, I'm very happy. I really think that little cleaning method does help. I'm sure there's better ways, but especially that end part where you put some gas mixed with your oil in there, and I think it smooths it out, and it's just gonna kind of keep a little bit of oil in there as we tinker around and move this and move this and move this and move this and stuff like that and all that jazz. So let me know what you guys think about that. Pretty clean though. Sounds pretty smooth. Pretty happy, guys. Alrighty, let's get to it. Alrighty, everyone, we're back. So, we have completed the most light porting you've ever seen in your entire life. To me, it's really not even that. It's really just kind of like preconditioning. Because the way I look at it, if you were to just take it right out of the box, put it together, mix your fuel, put it on your bike, and go, well, you've seen my process and you've seen all the crud that are in these. Doesn't matter if it's this motor, Wildcat 80, you know, anything from anywhere, bike berry, anywhere, there's gonna be crud in these things, guys. They do not take them apart. They do not clean them. They do not put them back together or anything like that, you know what I mean? They legitly, for how cheap they are, that's how they're able to do that though. So you can't be too upset at the process because that's why these are so affordable. I think that's my 2-cent rant on that. But anyways, so where was I going with that? Sorry guys, I'm like always going on these crazy tangents. I don't even know why you watch me. I don't know, maybe just because I'm always having fun. Anyway, so if you slapped it all together, you saw the crud that could have been in there and it could have been catastrophic or it could have had zero effect. We'll never know because we didn't go that route. And then what I like to call, some people would say maybe light porting, I like to say more it's like a preconditioning, you know, because I think a lot of the stuff we did would have been addressed by the rings themselves, period. So overall, you know, it is I'm gonna tell you straight up, that was hard. That's like the most aggressive I've really been into one of these, besides like I've done more with the exhaust and stuff with just files, but I really just want to start with files and just so I can get a feel for it, for angles and stuff like that. But that was really hard, especially the transfer port opening right here at the top coming towards the exhaust. That angle is just wicked hard. Fortunately, the Avenger 85 has quite the exhaust port, so I was able to get everything pretty cleaned up in here. What was I trying to achieve? I was trying to achieve basically just like kind of like trying to get rid of all the janky edges on the side, anything like that, and try to keep everything pretty factory as far as like the champering itself. I really got to figure out the terminology there. One thing too I did notice, as you guys can see, there's quite a gouge right there. It came like that, but when I'm trying to feel it, I can't feel it really, maybe just slightly. So hopefully that doesn't cause issues. I guess we'll see. We're gonna send it anyways. But yeah, this feels pretty quality, very heavy. Obviously it's a bigger diameter than other cylinders I've had before, but just seems very well crafted as far as the metal itself. Pretty clean edges really everywhere else, especially on the outside. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and slap it together and we'll go from there. So this is the exhaust. Hopefully you guys can see pretty well. If not, hold on, we're gonna try to get you closer. The good old angle. Light. Alrighty. So when we start to get towards the end of our cycle, hopefully you can see the transfer in the back. Let's see here, right? Okay, right there. Alright, so there's my slack for bottom dead center. There's my slack. Okay, oh, I lost it. Okay, so that's down, and then we're going up. Up, up. Kaboom! Not a whole lot of compression because this is not tight, okay? So I'm not feeling a whole lot of compression. And then flip and look at that. That's gorgeous. That is really good. That is really well done. In my opinion, it's shot all the way. Flip it around. Alright, so we're flat. Should be pretty close to bottom dead. There's our slack. Well, let's go slack. Let's go up. Ooh, our piston ring. Oh, God. Uh-oh. Is that going to be an issue? I mean, we might have to remove the gasket regardless, just to bring it down. Look how close that is. I mean, it's also not tightened down, but we might have to remove a gasket. I think we'll do it regardless. Look how close that is. I think that's bad. Could be wrong. You guys let me know. Maybe I'm wrong. You let me know. Let me know. I could be totally wrong. But I think that we'll need to drop that. Up. Hard to see the transfers at all if you can't see them at all. And take it all in. Breathe. Compress on the lower half. Transfers opened. Transfers open. Compress going up. Let me know what you think, guys. I wonder why that's like a gouge right there, maybe too. I don't know. Alright, we'll figure it out. Thank you so much, guys, for watching Gunner's Garage. This is the Avenger 85 in the flesh. First impressions are good. End impressions are I need more knowledge and more tips because I think we'll need to drop it regardless. Everything needs to be tightened down. We can drop off a gasket. Maybe we'll have to do 2 gaskets and do gasket maker. Dun dun dun. Let me know, guys. Let me know, you gurus out there. Appreciate y'all. Have a good one.